Well, good morning to you. I'm back, um, taking care of a few things. I figure I'll talk about some a local tragedy right now. But before I start, I want you know to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're kept up to date with my commentaries. Now for the commentary at hand. This is late in the game. I live in North Carolina. I should have been aware of this. It just recently came into my attention. And this is something that it happens so often around the country that even when it happens very close to you, the event, somehow it passes you. I'm talking about Andrew Brown of Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Apparently on April 21st, 2021, while fleeing a scene. Um, some law enforcement officer um, shot Andrew Brown dead. I mean, the man was unarmed, and it's caused quite a controversy. Now, when mess like this happens, and honestly, I'm not so radical that I'm just like, oh, we got to defund the police and and fuck all cops or what have you. I'm not exactly like that. I believe still in 2021, and I'll get in trouble with the left saying this, but I believe that in 2021 that the majority of the cops are not like this. But it's enough of a problem. It is enough of a problem that needs to be addressed, and it makes the decent cops that are not racist and are not into police brutality. It makes them their job harder to go act after actual bad guys, and that's the problem right there with this kind of death squad mentality that exists among law enforcement. I mean, it was caught on video, and apparently the State Bureau of Investigation are not willing to release the footage yet. So, but there have been protests already in Elizabeth City. I would actually go to the protests in solidarity, but I work graveyard shift, and Elizabeth City is probably about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours away from Johnson County where I live. But I am here to say that I'm in solidarity with with the family of Andrew Brown, and for the movement to put a stop to this crime by law enforcement against, singling out African Americans. I'm going to give you a little story, personal story, that I'm not just doing this virtue signal. Yeah, when I was at East Carolina, and I'm not going to mention the names, but trust me, it happened. And I was hanging out with some of my friends, and we were on Fifth Street, and and my friends, punk rockers and everything at that time. Just some of the punk rockers, skinheads that I hung around, anti-racist skinheads, by the way. Um, they were black and white, and the two guys, the black one and the white one, they're good friends. Started kind of doing a little roughhousing on the street, there on Fifth Street on the sidewalk at 2 o'clock in the morning when the bars were closing. And the cop, basically, you know, uh, actually just kind of started bullying the black guy around. And the white kid said something sarcastic to the cop, and then the cop went and actually literally grabbed the young African American and pulled him right across the street and put the handcuffs on him and his younger brother. came up to the cops. Um, really nice guy, the younger brother. It's like, hey, that's my brother. He grabbed the younger brother and slammed his head on the trunk of the car and put the handcuffs on him too. And they were both arrested. And and listen, when you have basically two young African Americans in a group of probably maybe on Fifth Street, maybe about 70 white folks, and they all saw what they saw, police brutality. We didn't have cell phones back then and all that. But what happened? They got arrested and they ended up doing community service. I wish that the local NAACP or the ACLU would have gotten involved. Don't. I mean, I made that suggestion. It wasn't followed through. Apparently, people have faith in the system back then, and as I said, this is before social media, and this is before cell phones. So, at this point, people are going to take the word of law enforcement, and you just can't sit there and take them at their word anymore. I'm not saying they're all terrible. I'm not. But I am saying that there is a problem. It was a problem in 1994, and it was a problem that kept on, you know, uh, repeating the pattern over and over and over, year after year after year, and now seemingly months after months after months. And, you know, I mean, this is terrible. I mean, this country is a racial powder keg. And and I'm hearing partisan types from the other political side, whether they're racist or they're just partisan, trying to go and act like, well, if they just behave themselves, this wouldn't happen. I have seen, as I said, I have seen people behaving themselves. You don't even have to be African American. I mean, on a college campus, some of these cops will they'll just push their way around with young kids too. At Tar River Estates in East Carolina, cops went inside of an apartment and broke up a party, and it was about 20 some people in a house, not bothering anybody, and everybody was ordered to leave. You know, so as I said, this is a problem around. And for the family of Andrew Brown, I don't know where my words, I mean, I'm my words mean anything, but I want to say that my condolences to what happened to Andrew Brown, and I'm sorry that it happened, and I hope that justice will be swift for the people that did this to this man, and I hope that they go to prison for what they did to this man. Apparently, it was I found out it was one cop, but apparently there's several deputies that were involved with this. I hope that justice is met swiftly. If you like what you heard, press like and comment. Comment anyway if you disagree. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to go and create your own platform and utilize it because we're the muckrakers of our time. Furthermore, again, feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. And until next time, I am American Social Democracy, peace, class, not only just class struggle yesterday, today, tomorrow, and for now on until we have full economic and social justice for all, but racial justice, where we can have a colorblind society and we don't have cops on a vendetta trying to go and start a racial strife in this country. Take care.